What's up guys, so this is a quick video on the new Crosstour CT9000 4K action camera. So right, this video is on how to use the camera itself through the menu system, how to connect to the app, how to use the remote control, and hopefully I'll get some footage in there as well. So if you want to watch the unboxing video, I've already done that on my channel, so you can just go and check that out if you want to. So right, let's get on with it. This is the camera itself. So the first thing we'll do is we'll put the battery in. So on the underneath we've got the battery compartment. We'll open the door and we'll slot the battery in there. Let's put the door back on. So right, the next thing we'll do, we'll put the microsd card into the slot here at the back. So this is the microsd card I've got for it. And like I said on my unboxing video, the maximum this camera will take is a 32GB class 10 card. So this is the actual card. I've already taken it out. And to fit it, we basically just put it into the slot this way and push it in until it clicks. So it's a bit springy there, so as soon as you push it in, it'll click into place. So right, that's clicked into place now. So on the front of it we've got the mode button, which is the on and off button as well. So first thing we'll do is we'll format the card and then I'll go through the camera and show you everything. So we'll hold that for 2 seconds to turn it on. And you do the same thing to turn it off as well. So right, the first thing we'll do, we'll press the mode button again and we'll continue to press that until we get to setup. On the top we've got an OK button, so we'll press that to enter. And on the side we've got two buttons, an up and down button. So we'll scroll through the menu until we get to format, because the microsd card will not work unless you format it. So there we go, there's format. We'll press OK on the top to enter. We'll scroll down to yes, and then we'll press OK on the top again. So right, that card is formatted now and we can take pictures and record on it. So what we're going to do, we're going to press the mode button again for 2 seconds to turn it off. So right, I'm going to go through the camera system now. So the first thing I'll do is we'll press the mode button again to turn it back on. So right, it's turned on now. As soon as it turns on, you'll see you've got a camera in there, a video sign, sorry. And it says 1080p 60 frames per second, so it's set on video now, and you've got your battery indicator of how much power you've got. So right, if I press the OK button, which is the shutter button as well, that will start recording now. So I'm just going to get some quick footage so I can show you on the playback. So if you're thinking, what am I doing, you'll understand afterwards. So if I press OK again, that'll stop recording. If I press the mode button again, that'll take me onto the photo mode. So if I press OK again on the top, I'll take a picture. And if I press the mode button again, that'll take us onto burst photos. And the maximum it takes is 3 at a time. So really fast photos them actually. If we press the mode again, it'll go onto time-lapse mode. You just press OK to start. And it'll take pictures up to so many seconds depending on what you've set it on. To turn that off, you just press OK again on the top, and that'll turn it off. So if we press the mode button again, that'll take us into the settings mode. So we'll go through that now. If we press OK on the top, we can enter it, and now straight away we're in video resolution. So if we press the OK button, that takes it to 1080p at 60 frames per second, 1080p at 30 frames per second, 720p at 120 frames per second, which is very good for slow motion, 720p at 60 frames per second, 4K at 25 frames per second, and 2.7K at 30 frames per second. So the easiest way to get out and get back to the other menu, you can press the mode button and that'll take us back to where we were before. So if I press down, we've got looping mode here, and all you can do with that is turn it on and off. And mainly what that would be good for, if you're using it as a dash cam or something like that, you can put it on continuously recording. So what that means is once your micro SD card gets full, it'll go back to the beginning again and write over it again. And if anything happens, obviously you'll stop it and save the event, and then you can use it again. So right, underneath that we've got timestamp, and basically what that will do is put a date on, or date or time on your photos or your video, and that'll be good for your dash cam actually, or you can just turn that feature off. So we'll just come out of that, we'll go into exposure. You can set what exposure you want there. I'll just leave it on that. Underneath there we've got photo resolution for your pictures, and on this side it tells you 16 megapixels, 12, 8, 5 and 4 finally. So you can decide what you want there. So if I press the mode button, it'll take us out of there, it'll take us into photo burst mode, and it basically, you can't do much there, you can just, it's on constantly and it takes 3 photos at a time. Underneath there we've got time lapse, and here you can set how often to take your pictures on your time lapse. So you can have it every 2 seconds, 3 seconds, 5 seconds or 10 seconds, or 20, 30 or 60, depending on your choice. Underneath that we've got continuous time lapse. So basically you can turn that on and off and it'll continuously do a time lapse. What I've noticed is if you turn that off and use it in time lapse mode only, it's more like a timer switch for taking your pictures. So right, after that we've got power frequency. So I'll just leave that on auto, but you can decide what hertz you want that on. Language, obviously you can pick what language you want. Date and time, that's to set your date and time. Underneath there we've got sound indicator. So for your shutter button you can turn the sound off for the clicking or whatever. You can turn your startup menu off. You can turn the beeps off if they feel like they're annoying. You can turn the volume up and down for that as well. Underneath that we've got the upside down mode. So that's basically if you're going to use your camera upside down, and what it'll do is turn your footage the right way up. So if we go into that, you can say yes, and that's basically what it does, it turns it upside down. So if I press OK again, go to yes, it will turn it back the right way. So underneath that we've got screensaver. If we go into that, and basically what that means is if you're not using your camera for 1 minute, 3 minutes or 5 minutes, I think it's maximum, what it'll do, it'll just turn the screen off, so it'll save battery power. Or if you want, you can turn that feature completely off and it'll leave the screen on constantly. So after that we've got power save, and this is very similar to the screensaver, apart from if you don't use your phone, if you've got it set for 1 minute, 3 minutes or 5 minutes, and if you've not used your camera, it'll automatically turn itself off. If you want to turn that feature off, you can turn that off as well. Then underneath that we've got format, so that's for formatting your micro SD card, which we did before. Underneath that we've got reset, and this is a factory reset, and it'll take it back to all the basic settings. And underneath that we've got the version of what type of camera it is and what firmware update it's up to. So right, we'll get out of that, and I think that's everything on the menu system there. So right, the next thing I can show you is the playback mode, and to get into that we'll press the up key, and that takes us into this playback mode. So that's the video sign and that's the photo sign. If I press OK, that'll take us into video mode, and if I press OK at the top, it'll play it. If I press OK again, it'll pause it. If I press the up key, it'll rewind it, and if I press the down key, it'll forward it. So if I press the mode button, and that will stop it. So right, if you wanted to delete that, you can keep your finger on OK for 2 seconds, and that gives you the feature if you want to delete it, yes or no. So you'd go to yes and press OK to delete it if you wanted to. So I'm just not going to do that at the moment, and I'm just going to get out of that. So right, that was the video playback mode. So if we press the mode button, that'll take us back to the menu again, and if we press down, it'll take us into the photo library. So on the side with the up and down button, we can flick through our pictures, and the same thing again if we hold the OK button for 2 seconds, and if we go to yes to delete file, it'll delete it, and then it'll move on to the next one and ask you if you want to delete that. No. So right guys, that's everything on the menu system on the camera itself. Oh, there is one more thing. If you press the down button, it turns the Wi-Fi on. Oh, actually, we need to get out of this first. So what we'll do is we'll press the mode button to get out of that, and to get out of this menu, you press the up key, and that takes you out of that. So now if we press the down key, that'll turn the Wi-Fi on, and if we press it again, that'll turn it off. Just there you go. So right, the next thing I'll show you is how to connect to the app. So first thing we'll do is we'll turn the Wi-Fi back on, and I'll just put that down there, and I'll grab a phone to show you. So right guys, the first thing we'll do, we'll get our phone and go to Wi-Fi connections. We'll tag onto Wi-Fi. As soon as action camera comes up, we'll tag onto that. Right, it's asking for the passcode, so the passcode is 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 and 0, and we'll join that. As soon as it ticks, we'll go to the app, and the app is called Ismart DV. So we'll tag onto that, add a new camera, Wi-Fi connection. So that now is giving us a preview of what we can see on the camera now. So if I pick it up, move it about, and it will just show you. So that's pretty cool. So on the app itself, we've got the video icon and the camera icon. So if we press record, it'll start recording now. So you can see it flashing there. It's got a timer there, and it's got your battery indicator there. So if we press record again, it'll stop recording. On this side, we've got the symbol here, what tells you what you're recording on. If I tag onto that, you can actually flick through here and decide what video resolution you want to use. If you tag onto the top here, that will give you all your settings for your video. So that's your date and time stamp on it, your power frequency, and set what video resolutions. And you can format your camera, log into Facebook, or clear the app storage. So after that, if we click onto the camera sign, now it's on photo mode. So if we press that, it'll take a picture. On this side here, if I press that, it's on a timer. So if I put it onto 2 seconds, and now if I press it, I'll wait 2 seconds and it'll take a picture like it just did. This symbol, if we hit that, you can decide what photo resolution you want to use. On the top of here, we've got settings again. Very similar to the video settings, very basic. So same thing again, date and time stamp if you want it, frequency, set your photo resolution, and you've got a timer there as well. Or you can do continuously shooting as well. So right, go to done on that. The other thing is, if we hit this, it'll go into our library of what we've recorded and what pictures we've taken. So if I hit video, it'll give us our videos. So I'll just let that load up. So that was that footage. Then I've done that one, haven't I? So after that you can go to your photos. So you can tag onto your photos and flip through your photos. The same thing there, if you want to delete it, you can delete it there. You can flick through it, you can go back to your album, and if you press this, you can upload it, send it via message, copy it, print it, do what you want with it basically. And that's about it, but you can delete them from there as well. So right guys, I think that's everything on the app itself. There's not much more I can show you on that. So right, I'm going to show you how to use the remote control now, so I'm going to turn this off. So we'll turn the Wi-Fi off. So now the Wi-Fi is turned off, we should get a screen back. So right, this is the remote control, and it's really simple to use. Really simple to use. So if I press the grey button, it'll start recording a video. You can see it there on the icon on the top. It's recording. If I press it again, it'll stop recording. If I press the red button, it'll take a picture. So that's how easy it is to use a remote control. And I like that feature actually, because compared to the GoPro, you have to pair them, link them up together, mess about with Bluetooth and this, that and the other. This is really simple. You just pick up and use it. So right guys, that's everything I can show you on the camera and the app and everything else. What I'll do now is I'll get some footage for you so you can have a look at that. So right guys, I've done you some footage, and that's everything I can show you with it. So I hope this helps somebody out who's got one or is thinking about buying one. And thanks for watching guys. Like, comment and subscribe. Bye.